Friday evening arrived after a very long week. I was very tired from my work at the office. My friend Leo came to my house to watch a movie. We sat on the sofa in the living room and relaxed. I wore my favorite pink hoodie and comfortable jeans. Leo had on his gray sports t-shirt and dark trousers. We watched some funny videos on the big television. My stomach made a small noise, saying, "I am hungry." Leo heard it and laughed very loudly at me. "What do you want to eat, Chloe?" he asked me. I thought about cooking, but I felt too lazy for it. "Let's order some food," I suggested with a happy voice. Leo immediately agreed because he loves takeaway food. He took out his phone and started to look for options. "Pizza?" he asked, looking at me with big eyes. "Yes, pizza is perfect," I replied very quickly. Pizza is my favorite food, especially on a Friday. Leo opened an application for ordering fast food. He scrolled through many different pizzerias near us. The screen showed many colorful pictures of pizza. My mouth started to water just looking at them. Leo chose our favorite pizza place, Pizza Palace. They have the best thin crust and fresh ingredients. I leaned closer to his phone to see the menu. There were so many choices, it was hard to pick one. My long blonde hair fell on my shoulder as I looked. Leo waited patiently for me to decide on a pizza. He knows that I can be a bit slow with decisions. I saw a classic margarita and a spicy pepperoni. "Which one do you prefer, Leo?" I asked him softly. He said he liked both, so the choice was mine. I wanted something new and very interesting tonight. I pointed to a pizza with vegetables and some chicken. It was called Garden Fresh and looked very healthy. Leo looked at the ingredients to make sure there was no onion. He does not like onions on his pizza at all. Luckily, this pizza had no onions, only green peppers. We were ready to choose the size of our delicious pizza. The evening was becoming very tasty and very exciting. Ordering pizza is the best part of a lazy Friday. We chose a large size for our Garden Fresh pizza. 2 hungry people need a lot of food for movie night. The application asked us about extra toppings for the pizza. "Mushrooms?" Leo asked me with a hopeful voice. I shook my head and said, "No, I do not like mushrooms." Leo looked a little bit sad because he loves them. "Olives?" I suggested, pointing to the black small circles. Leo made a funny face, showing he didn't like them either. This was always the most difficult part of ordering pizza. We both have very different favorite toppings for our food. "Pineapple?" I asked, trying to be a bit playful. Leo looked at me with horror and said, "Never, Chloe." We both laughed because pineapple on pizza is a big debate. "Okay, no pineapple then," I agreed with a small smile. We decided to add extra cheese, because who doesn't like cheese? The app showed the total price with all our changes. It was €25, which was a very good price. We also wanted some drinks to go with our hot pizza. Leo suggested 2 cans of cold cola from the fridge. I preferred some fresh orange juice, but I agreed to cola. It is important to compromise when ordering food together. The application asked for our address and phone number. Leo typed in the street name and the building number. He checked the phone number twice to make sure it was correct. The delivery time was 45 minutes from now. That gave us enough time to choose a good movie to watch. I felt very excited for the warm pizza to arrive soon. My stomach was rumbling loudly, waiting for the food. Leo pressed the "Order Now" button on his smartphone. A confirmation message appeared with a small "Thank you." Our pizza was cooking in the hot oven at the Pizza Palace. I felt happy that our topping debate was finally over. It is always a challenge to find a pizza for two friends. But we always manage to find a delicious solution. My pink hoodie felt even cozier as I waited for the food. Leo put his phone down and started to look for a movie. We chose an action film with a lot of car chases. This type of movie is perfect for eating hot pizza. The evening was turning out to be very relaxing and fun. The anticipation of the pizza made the movie even better. The movie started, and we sat on the sofa with a big blanket. The actors were running and jumping on the television screen. But my mind was thinking only about the hot, delicious pizza. How much time is left? I asked Leo after 10 minutes. He looked at his phone and said, 35 minutes, Chloe. It felt like a very long time to wait for our dinner. Leo tried to distract me by asking questions about the movie. But I couldn't focus on the plot, only on the food. I walked to the window and looked down at the street. I hoped to see a small red car with a pizza sign. My long blonde hair fell over my eyes as I searched. The street was empty, only a few cars passing by. Maybe the delivery is very fast today, I told myself. Leo put his arm around me and told me to be patient. He said that good things always take a little bit of time. He gave me a small bag of salty popcorn to eat. It helped a little bit, but it was not pizza, of course. We talked about our day at work and our future plans. Leo wants to start a small business selling sports gear. I want to open a small bakery with fresh bread and cakes. We discussed our dreams while waiting for our dinner. The movie was getting very exciting with a big explosion. But I still felt a strong craving for the hot melted cheese. 20 minutes left, Leo announced with a smile. My heart made a little jump because it was getting closer. I went to the kitchen to take out some plates and napkins. I put them on the small coffee table in the living room. Leo paused the movie so we could prepare for the food. We decided to watch the rest of the film while eating. The smell of the popcorn filled the whole apartment. But it was just a temporary smell, not the real thing. I looked at the clock on the wall, it was almost 8. Our pizza would be here very, very soon, I thought. The doorbell was going to ring at any second now. I took a deep breath and felt the hunger growing stronger. Leo went to the front door and looked through the peephole. No one yet, he said, turning back with a small sigh. The waiting game for our delicious pizza was almost over. The movie was very interesting, but the food was the main star. My pink hoodie felt warm and cozy as I prepared for dinner. Suddenly, a loud ring came from the front door. "It's here!" I shouted, jumping up from the soft sofa. Leo ran to the door very quickly and opened it wide. A young man stood outside, holding a large flat box. He wore a red uniform with the Pizza Palace logo. The smell of fresh, hot pizza filled our entire hallway. My mouth started to water even more from the delicious smell. Leo took the hot box from the delivery man's hands. "That will be 25 euros, the man said politely. Leo quickly paid him with the exact amount of cash. "Keep the change," Leo told him with a kind smile. The delivery man thanked us and wished us a good evening. He turned and walked away, back to his small red car. Leo closed the door and put the hot pizza box on the table. I couldn't wait another second to open the box. My hands trembled a little bit from the excitement. I carefully lifted the lid, and warm steam came out. There it was, our beautiful, garden-fresh pizza. It had bright red tomatoes, green peppers, and chicken. The melted cheese looked very shiny and golden brown. The crust was thin and crispy, just as we liked it. "It looks absolutely perfect, Leo," I exclaimed happily. Leo took 2 plates and 2 small slices of pizza. He put them on the plates and gave one to me. We sat back on the sofa and paused the action movie. The first bite was simply heavenly, warm and full of flavor. The vegetables were fresh and the chicken was tender. I closed my eyes for a moment, enjoying the perfect taste. Leo said that it was the best pizza we ever ordered. I agreed completely, nodding my head with a full mouth. We ate in comfortable silence, enjoying every single piece. The cola was cold and fizzy, a great match for the food. Our Friday evening was finally complete with this amazing meal. The long wait was definitely worth it for this delicious pizza. I felt happy and full, totally satisfied with our choice. Leo reached for another slice, showing he was still hungry. We continued to watch the movie, laughing at the funny parts. Our garden-fresh pizza was the real star of the evening. Ordering pizza made our lazy night very special and tasty. I thought about the next time we would order from Pizza Palace. We finished half of the large pizza during the movie. The action film had a very exciting ending for us. The hero saved the city, and the bad guys went to jail. We talked about the plot and our favorite characters. Leo loved the car chases and the big explosions. I liked the smart detective who solved the mystery. We paused the movie again to take more pizza slices. The pizza was still warm and very delicious to eat. I took another small piece of the crispy crust. Leo opened the second can of cold cola for himself. My pink hoodie was getting a bit messy with cheese. But I didn't care because I was very happy and full. We discussed our plans for the upcoming weekend. Leo wanted to go hiking in the mountains on Sunday. I preferred to visit the art gallery in the city center. We decided to do both, hike on Saturday, gallery on Sunday. Compromise is important in friendship and in pizza choices. The evening was slowly coming to an end for us. My eyes started to feel a little bit sleepy from the food. Leo looked at the empty pizza box and smiled proudly. "We almost finished the whole thing," he exclaimed. I nodded, feeling very full and very content. The garden-fresh pizza was truly a great decision today. We cleaned up the plates and put the empty box in the trash. Our living room was smelling of garlic and melted cheese. It was a good smell, a memory of a perfect Friday night. Leo decided to go home because it was getting late. He helped me put the dirty dishes into the dishwasher. "Thank you for the pizza and the movie, Leo," I told him. "Thank you for being such a good friend, Chloe," he replied. We hugged and he walked to the front door of my house. I closed the door after him and smiled to myself. My apartment felt very quiet after he left for home. But the memories of our pizza night were still very fresh. I went to my bedroom, feeling happy and very relaxed. Ordering pizza is more than just buying food. It is about sharing moments and making good memories. I took off my pink hoodie and got ready for bed. The soft bed felt very comfortable after all the food. My Friday night was complete, thanks to a simple pizza. I lay in my bed, thinking about the delicious pizza. The taste of fresh vegetables and melted cheese lingered. My stomach was full, and my heart was full of joy. I remembered the topping debate with Leo and laughed. It was a small challenge, but it made the pizza more special. I closed my eyes and started to fall asleep very fast. I dreamt of hot pizzas flying in the sky like birds. They had different toppings, from mushrooms to pineapples. In my dream, even Leo was eating pineapple on pizza. I woke up briefly, still smiling from the funny dream. The room was dark and quiet, and the night was peaceful. I felt ready for the weekend and all its new adventures. A good meal always gives me energy for the next day. I am Chloe, and I love ordering pizza with my best friends. It is a simple pleasure that makes life much more fun. Every slice tells a story of friendship and shared happiness. I knew that our next pizza night would be just as good. Maybe next time we would try a different pizzeria too. Or perhaps we would bravely order a half pineapple pizza. The thought made me laugh again in the quiet darkness. My long blonde hair was spread on the soft pillow. My pink hoodie was waiting for me on the chair. Everything was perfect, just like the pizza we ate. I felt very grateful for Leo and his good company. Friends make every moment, even ordering food, truly special. I drifted back to sleep, dreaming of more delicious food. The city was sleeping, and my apartment was very calm. I slept soundly, full of good food and happy thoughts. Our garden-fresh pizza was truly a memorable feast. It turned a simple Friday into a perfect culinary adventure. I am already looking forward to my next pizza craving. The magic of a good meal always brings a lot of joy. My dreams were sweet, just like the evening we had. I woke up refreshed, ready for a new Saturday. The scent of pizza was still in the air, a gentle reminder. I smiled, knowing that some traditions are simply the best. Ordering pizza, a simple act, a wonderful memory. It is a true symbol of modern comfort and friendship. My heart was warm, and my stomach was content. This was the perfect end to my story about ordering pizza.
Tell me why you want to learn English. The 3 most interesting comments will get 10 English lessons absolutely free.